So, I talked about my previous video I had just done, talking about, like, what I would have done story-wise to fix Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, because fuck that game. Fuck all of that. But I decided, you know what, screw it. I will do this as an actual full-on video. That's what I just decided, screw it, I'll just do it as a video now, rather than wait on it, because I'll probably forget. So, now, full disclosure, this is not going to talk about, like, gaming mechanics or whatever. This is going to be more of story. So I'm not going to talk about, like, the live service or anything else, and how to fix that or whatever. This is more, like, story-based, where everyone hated it collectively. So, we're going to go through two different ideas I had. One was kind of a neat idea that my friend Jason suggested, and I wanted to add it into this video. So, yeah. And as always, if you guys have any cool ideas for how to fix the Kill the Justice League storyline, please let me know in the comments below. I'm always excited to hear what you guys have to say. So let's get started. Now, the first idea is kind of simple. It's a few things. It's not really a few changes, but at the same time, they're kind of major. It'll make sense in a minute. So, basically, in this first idea, Brainiac comes down, mind controls the Justice League, but this time there's a switch here. The switch being, and I feel like this is what it should have been, is that instead of of Wonder Woman being free from control, it's Batman who gets free. As a way to, I don't know, kind of honor Kevin Conroy. Again, I don't blame Rocksteady for, that shitty death is on them, but I don't think that was on purpose, because that game was already done before Kevin Conroy had already passed. So, but I'm pretty sure, so I don't, they couldn't have known that was going to happen. But at the same time, I have this weird feeling that when they heard the news, they were probably at, people at Rocksteady were like, oh, fuck. People are going to be so mad when they see what we did. Hence why they had to do, like, the, thank you, Kevin, and, the special tribute, last-minute tribute that was thrown in for Kevin Conroy that felt really ham-fisted in. But anyway, so that would kind of honor the Arkham universe. That would really, honor the Arkham Knight, the Arkham series. And besides, Batman's gotten out of worse, and it would make sense that, like, he and Flash, you could still have Flash be alive and still get, later mind-controlled, but in here, Batman is forced to work with the Suicide Squad because he knows them. Like, he knows, like, two of the members already, and he's fought, one of them. Also, I would throw out the thing that it's, like, is this Deadshot, we have to, jump through hoops to prove that the Deadshot that Batman fought in Arkham City wasn't the real Deadshot, and this one is. And to which this would be like, Batman would basically be like, yeah, I know, it's the real Deadshot. I'm aware you're the real Deadshot. And the other guy was I would kind of explain it a lot better, basically saying that, like, it was a agent that was trained by Cadmus to be like a assassin to kill Batman in Arkham City, and as well as try to kill him in his early years, seeing him as a threat, then got another shot in Arkham City. More or less, why they made him think he was Deadshot was because they didn't want it to, like, hire the real Deadshot out of fear of, what if the real Lawton, like, spills the beans that he got hired by Cadmus. So we'll mind control this son of a bitch who's really good at guns. We'll train him a bit more, mind wipe him, make him think he's Floyd Lawton, who got hired by some schmuck off the street, and we'll send him to kill Batman. And that's just, rather than these really over-contrived reasons, that would be, and it would also, again, kind of play into the whole thing of this whole thing with Waller and and the whole thing with Cadmus and how they distrust superheroes. And they saw Batman as a credible threat at the beginning when Batman was first appearing in Gotham, wanted to take him out. Then they saw another opportunity in Arkham City, so they dusted off that fake Deadshot, sent him there. There you go. Also gives more agency to Amanda Waller, who was a fucking idiot in the entire game. One of the most dangerous women in the DC universe. What was that? Yeah. So going back to the point is that in this way, with the Justice League all mind controlled, and Batman now has to work alongside the Suicide Squad, and by and large, Waller, you give more agency to this version. And I know what you're thinking, but Wonder Woman's really cool. But we haven't spent time with Wonder Woman in this universe, so when she dies, we don't really feel a lot. And here with Batman, this is a Batman that we've known. And I'm not trying to sound like a Batman Uber fanboy. I'm just saying this is the same universe that had a Batman that we followed for 3-4 games, and now now we can still expand this universe, but from a character that we already know and we can follow. Plus, this way we can have more dialogue with Batman, and also it would be really cool, and this is where we go into the other thing. This way we can make the kill the Justice League thing optional. Here's how we go. Here's how we do it in this version of the game. In this variant of the game, Batman does share the secrets of how to take down the Justice League with the Suicide Squad, because in here I would have it that Batman basically, when Brainiac attacked and they went up there into space to the Justice League to fight in space against Brainiac, shit went sideways. Also, another thing I would do, sidebar, I'm sorry, I would not make Superman an idiot trying to be we should go in peace. He would probably I would have it that Superman's the one who's gets everyone together to be that's Brainiac. In this universe, yes, they haven't met yet, but in here I would have it that he went to the Fortress of Solitude, dug up information, like Superman would, and gets the League together and be that thing, it's called Brainiac, it's dangerous, and it killed my people. So we're gonna go up there and whip ass. But when they come down, when they get all mind controlled and whatnot, Bruce has to work with the Justice League, because he's basically this wouldn't be just Metropolis being attacked. It would be the whole world is under attack. So the Bat family, Bruce is leaving the Bat family in Gotham to protect all the rest of the city against Brainiac's drones. Plus, this way it gives us, the fact that, Batman didn't murder Robin in cold blood off screen. Probably along with the rest of the Bat family. Furthermore, when Batman would be the one who would give them all the gadgets, saying I'm out of options and you're going to follow my lead. So you team up with Batman on occasion. Batman goes and does his own thing, fully not keeping an arm's distance away from the squad. But here's the thing: this is where we get to the optional rule of kill the Justice League. In this variation of the game, you would be able to defeat the Justice League and either kill them or save them. Basically, have it that Batman would come in and be we need to find a way to break the control over Brainiac. And I know what you're going to say, but in the game it said you can't break the control. Who cares? You can, in this version you can. You can, they can say there's no way to break the control. And also this whole thing of you need to kill us to save everyone. The Justice League needs to die. And I'm why? Why do they need to die? Even in the game, they give no explanation as to why the Justice League needs to die to save everyone. But I'm getting off topic. So in here, you can either choose to save or kill the Justice League, and that would lead to two endings. More or less, if you save the Justice League, they and you stop Brainiac, Batman goes to bat for you to stop Waller from using the characters for Task Force X, and more or less gives them the Justice League gives them a free pass. I'm not saying they make them members, but what I'm saying is they basically allow the team to go back to Bell Rev with very much reduced time sentence. They just say for helping us save us is you guys get we've all reduced your sentence to 10 years, and of course Boomerang would be oh, just 10 bloody years, yeah, let's just have that. And Batman's do you want to spend those 6 months of those 10 years in a full body cast? No, mate, I'm good. But if you kill the Justice League, Batman, you have to fight Batman as a penultimate boss. Like, you would have to do battle with Batman as a penultimate boss, and you could either kill him. That would be the one where you don't get to save him. You have to kill him at the end, because you've already gone down the road of murdering the rest of the Justice League. And even using some of Bruce's tech to do it, because he'd be like, yeah, I have to get allies where I can, so I have to give you these gadgets I've used to subdue the Justice League, and remember, only subdue them. So that's kind of the loose idea I would have, and it would make more sense. You get 2 endings. People love multiple ending video games. The next one is a little more different. The whole story is very different, because instead of Brainiac coming down to attack the planet, it's instead believed that the Justice League has gone rogue, and throughout the game you're battling the Justice League and their minions, and it turns out they would be superpowered beings. They wouldn't be like Brainiac drones or whatever. Instead, you find out that it's not the Justice League at all. They're trapped in in a pocket universe, and it's the Crime Syndicate that you're battling. They're pretending to be the Justice League and declaring war on the planet, basically yeah, we got tired of Earth 3, we're gonna pretend to be the Justice League and rule over your world. This way you could just straight up kill them and not have a problem, and you work to find a way to save the Justice League from the pocket universe, get them out here. And plus, you could have major boss fights, but also cool mini side bosses, from the rest of the Crime Syndicate, like Deathstorm or the Aquaman variant. You could have various other versions of those characters, the flipped versions of those characters in here too. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Anyway, so that's just kind of the loose idea. That was more of a loose idea that I thought I'd throw in. I thought Jason mentioned that in the previous video. I was like, you know what, that's really cool. I'll throw that in there. But for the most part, that first half is how I would have done Kill the Justice League. So, you guys tell me in the comments below, how would you have fixed Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League? Or would you have just thrown it in the trash and started all over? Yeah, just comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in Multiverse.